All right, so let's just start off real quick.
Okay.
Give me your name.
My name's Melvin Julius Shadrick Jr. Kind of proud of my name because I'm proud of my dad. So, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your dad, because actually Pete had mentioned at one point. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, you gotta ask Melvin about his dad.
Trying to keep it. He just passed away
Okay.
like 4 years ago. So
Okay.
but yeah, truck driver, Vietnam. He was just always do the right thing, always represent, your best effort. So yeah, he's just a fun guy, motorcycle rider, the most American thing you could think of. Rode Harleys, played the guitar, wore boots. Grew up in Arkansas, moved to Stockton, California. Loyal guy, if he had your back, he had your back. Phone call away, and he's at the door. So yeah, I just love him to death, man. I wish he was here to see the rodeo, but
oh, of course. Did he compete at all when he was
yes,
driving?
he did compete. I tried to do an archive search. He drove for first he was driving at 13. They could do that.
Back in those old school days. It's funny. I've had a bunch of old
working
drivers.
the fields, throwing the watermelons in the truck.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to mobile when he got older. Mobile Williams tank lines. Or even before that, it was like I think it turned into Tap Plastics in the Valley. It was a piping company he drove for. And then it was mobile, Williams tank line, Shell, and then he retired from Shell. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he probably competed under a few different company names over the years, or was it only for a short period that he did it?
I believe he competed under Shell and Mobile is what I believe he competed under. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what brought about the move to Stockton?
Majority of both sides of my family, my grandparents on my mom's and dad's side are both in Stockton. So he was born in Arkansas, but they, came over in the 30s, 40s and been in Stockton. So that's where my grandparents are. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that's awesome. So he at least got to see you driving.
He got to
for a number of years.
Yeah. So
before he passed.
Yeah, he saw me drive and he was kind of proud. He goes, because back in his day, they didn't have 53 footers.
Yeah.
So he got to see me drive a little bit. And he goes, you put that 53 footer through there? I was like, yeah, Dad, I did.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool that at least he got to see you.
Yeah, he got to see it.
Fulfilling the dream. Now, had you competed at all before he passed?
No.
Okay.
Never even, just heard about it, but never was in front of me. I never knew I had access or the company had access to it.
Yeah.
So the year before this, they had the local rodeo for UPS. And I was like, oh, that's fun. I want to do that next year, And then we got the over-the-road jobs. And so I said, you know what? I need to take my job more serious. Not only am I going to do the rodeo, I want to get around more safety people. So the UPS rodeo that was coming up, I was going to try to meet new people. And I thought it was just a UPS rodeo. And my supervisor, Jacob, he says, hey, you want to sign up for the rodeo? And in my head, I'm like, I already signed up. I was like, yeah, sign me up. But he signed me up for the national.
Yeah.
So
you
I'm
don't realize.
Yeah, I didn't realize
it. For the real deal.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for. He gave me the date, but I thought that was the date for the UPS one. My wife calls me and says, you got a rodeo today? And I go, no, that's not till April, the UPS one. He goes, no, you got one today. So it was the UPS one, and I did horrible. It was my first rodeo. And then still nonchalant, just, hey, let's have a good time.
Yeah, just here for the fun.
Yeah, just here for the fun. And then I realized it was a separate date because I talked to my supervisor at the UPS one. I was like, oh, there's another one? Still nonchalant, no big deal. Let's have a good time. Let's become a better driver and get around these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it led to when up to regionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So when state was coming, you at least had that experience that probably just for most people, either they compete the first time and they know right away they don't want to do it again, or they get the bug. And they're like, oh, not only do I want to do it again, I want to do better.
Yeah.
Like I want a better place.
Yeah.
Like I want to be one of those people getting a trophy.
Yeah.
So obviously you're in that second camp.
Yeah, yeah. I saw my kinks. I was like, oh, you need to improve in this. You need, not just for rodeo, but on my job. Like, hey, you know better than that. You should have checked that. You know, you can drive better than this. You didn't check this. So it became more of that because that's why I signed up in the first place. Then when I actually won regionals, then the competition bug kicked in.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at that point, I think once you had some real success, most people, man, something in them just kind of comes alive.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, if I could do that well this time, just think about if I practiced even more, how well I could do.
Yeah.
And then it just feeds itself.
Yeah. It was, for me, it was more all my coworkers that were trying so hard to get in. So now their energy went into me. It was like, okay, I'm going to take your energy and try to up it and win the next one. So it wasn't really so much me. It was just like all these guys wanted to get in, but I did. So now I have to I have to take their energy and respect this, sport. It feels like a sport.
It's absolutely a sport.
And show respect for it,
Yeah, man, that is awesome. I love that it got you. And now, of course, you're going to go home so fired up about nationals.
It just keeps going up.
You're gonna be the one lighting the fire for other drivers.
I'm trying already. Yeah, I'm trying already to recruit because there's better drivers than me out there. I know them. Like, come on, man.
But that's all of us. I see guys all the time, whether I watch them back into a dock or they happen to know some really obscure law that I had totally forgotten.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded, man, there's some really sharp drivers out here, sharper than me.
Yeah.
And it's good to recognize that and then want to get them fired up.
Yeah,
be like, look, man, you are rodeo material.
Yeah.
You may not think it's for you, but I'm telling you, it is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, knowing that you're going to go back.
Yeah, I can't help it.
And get them fired up.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Your dad would be proud. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
To see you going to nationals.
He would definitely be here with me.
He wouldn't just be here with you. He'd be eating it up.
Yeah, he would definitely. Yeah, he would love this.
Yeah. Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming down here.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Here, let me.